Hey, what's up? Coach Ryan Finley here from VIPAR. Today I have a real quick tip for you to help you feel more stable and strong on your squats, deadlifts, or anything where you're standing on your feet. A good exercise that I like to do in order to demonstrate this is to do things like squats or deadlifts or shoulder presses with your shoes off for a few weeks. Barefoot ideally if you can. Not to be trendy or hipster, but to actually give you a visualization or enable you to feel what I'm talking about here. If not, you can still do it in your shoes, no big deal. But what I'm talking about here is what's going on with your big toe. Let's pretend that the hand is the foot and the thumb is the big toe. A lot of people have a lazy or soft big toe when they squat. So maybe they squat and their big toe's raised up, or they deadlift and they go back on their heels and the front of the foot comes off the ground a little bit. You actually want to be grabbing the floor with your feet. So your whole foot should be like a claw on the floor, but especially the big toe. That big toe should be clamped down hard into the floor, the entire range of motion. And so every couple months, I like to remind myself to just do a little assessment. I'll put a little bit of weight on the bar, go barefoot, and then do some squats and see what happens. And I'm always surprised when I have a little bit of dysfunction there, because even as a coach, I'm aware of this, but sometimes I still get sloppy in my execution. So if your squats are feeling unstable, your deadlifts aren't feeling stable, do this. And you want to make sure the big toe is clawed into the ground hard, grabbing the ground throughout the entire range of motion. So personally, what would happen is I'd be grabbing hard at first, and as I would start the descent into the squat, my toes would lift up. Now at the bottom, I would claw hard. At the top, I would claw hard, but the middle range of motion, my foot would lift off, the toe would lift off a little bit. This was squats and deadlifts for me. Being more cognizant and more aware of this has really enabled me to stay more tight and stable in these movements, and it helps them to feel better. I actually consider the big toe to be a tertiary core muscle, if you will, or a secondary accessory core muscle, because for whatever reason, when I squeeze and activate that big toe into the ground, everything feels locked in and stable. My hips function better, spinal position is better. It's just a good idea to do. Active feet is what you want to have on squats and deadlifts, okay? Give that little test a try. Just load up a little bit of weight on the bar and do some barefoot squats or deadlifts if your gym allows. Don't be an idiot and drop weights on your feet and try to sue me saying, well, Coach Ryan says to do it with no shoes. Don't be an idiot, all right? Anyway, I'm Coach Ryan Finley from the VIPAR Pit. If you find this tip useful and you like these videos, please hit subscribe below, and I'll catch you next time.